Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Anime Over Analyst here, and today I want to go over Black Clover's opening 4. This is part of my Black Clover opening analysis series, and so I thought, hey, why not doing this? I'm actually streaming this live on YouTube, so if anything weird happens on screen, that's probably it. However, I doubt it. I doubt anything weird's going to happen. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Let's just start into this video. So, we've started off with a whole bunch of water graphics. This arc takes place under the water, so we get this kind of cool, like, camera over the waves type look. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, Kingdom Hearts, how Kingdom Hearts do their intro. So we got this. We got the light up top, which is kind of reflected in the moon. We have Asta. He's actually looking at towards the moon. And moon controls tide. Which actually, maybe he's looking away because uh, either that or the light that's on him is the moon's reflection upon the water, which is actually possible. So he could be looking up at the moon, kind of maybe in reference to Noelle, how he kind of looks up to Noelle. He supports her a lot in this arc. So yeah, he's holding both of his swords and he's looking up. We get these two birds. We've got what looks like Yuno's bird on the right, along with Asa's on the left. There's really no other significance besides just that's to represent Asa and Yuno, kind of in their always form. Asa's always on the left and Yuno is always on the right. I've noticed that a lot in these openings. And yep, there's the moon right up there. So they're flying towards the moon. Next, we're gonna get shots of the grimoires. So I think this is gonna be like Lux. We've got gonna yeah. So we got all the grimoires of the Black Bulls, ending with Astas. So I I could go over it, but they show the grimoires so many times, and I've got the green screen of death. Okay, so I could go over the grimoires, however they go over many times throughout the show, and I don't quite feel like being fact checked right now. So where they show the grimoires, and then we've got this really cool light pattern that starts in this OP. It doesn't look like much, however, they keep this pattern in several of the next OPs. So just keep it in mind because this scene here will be referenced. We've got Noelle just kind of looking into the light with her shadow. The light switches angles so that it's peering down from up to down. Same thing with Magna. We got Luck. They're just introducing all the Black Bulls. So we got Gauche. We got Charmy. Charmy's kind of cool because her eyes turn white for a hot second there. Yeah, that's super cool. We've got Finrals, we've got Vanessa, we've got Gray in her actual form, her true form. Beforehand she was the big burly person. So that's really cool. And we've got Yami, and these are just really cool shots. Just coming from the angles, just straight light. I love that so much. Uh, there's really no meaning to it. And we got Asta. There's no real meaning to these, except for maybe this shot here that I paused on, because the site that's in shadow for Asta is the side that takes his demon form. It's what's common throughout all of the openings. The side that's always in shadow is the side that he takes his demon form on. So that's just kind of a cool little Easter egg. Up until they do this. So we have Asta here, and then we transition to a close-up, and then we get this very, very split shot. It's like a couple of frames. I'm actually going to move my playback speed to 0.25. I thought I was going to be fine with 0.5 because of how little there is with this OP. However, I really wanted to point out just kind of like this shot here. I know I keep rewinding it because it's so hard to nail it. So we've got contrast, once again, the left side is in shadow, kind of showing his demonic side. And then right here, we got the red eye, emphasizing this is the precursor. His demon side does not show up in this arc, it shows up in the next one. So this kind of foreshadows his change just slightly, which is super cool. I like what they did in this OP. And even here, like we're getting to show like the demon that's resting within him. So that's really cool. We have Lit, looks like in front, along with Nozel off to the left, and we've got Vengeance off to the right here. We've got Fuegoleon in the center, Charlotte on the left, and then we've got here in the center, it is Julius Novochrono. Then we got Yuno, and then what's really cool is in the background there's his younger self. So this OP, they do a lot of like little things. Like I've said, there's not a lot of detail, as in like there's not a lot of analysis with this video. They just include a lot of really cool visuals that I enjoy a lot in this OP. So we have looking down, and then he's looking up, kind of in remembrance of the promise that he and Asta made. There's Asta's broken teeth, and they're doing the fist pump. It's in almost every single OP, and it's almost in every single ending as well, more or less. Um, we get a brief shot of the skull. I'm not gonna rewind it. You pretty much know what the skull is. Then we've got the Black Clover. Now, since I'm using the Crunchyroll French version, it's going to give me a French chapter that I have no clue what that means because I don't speak French. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Get this really kind of cool dark and and very mysterious transition. And coming is the Tree of Life where they put all the stones in. So that's really, really cool. And you get flashes of the symbol of the Eye of the Midnight Sun kind of flashing on top of it. So that's even really cool there. Like right there. And we get this form. We get like a demon form right there. So there's a lot that's hinted at this OP that isn't really shown. So we're gonna just move on. We got Licht right here. He's actually holding both of his swords, which is also really cool. Once again, foreshadowing his kind of portrayal within the next 2 or 3 arcs. So but it's really fast. We also get this opening of the third eye that's not shown very much. Then we get my favorite shot in this OP. We get Noelle kind of looking up, and she's kind of reaching out towards the sky. This is the arc where Noelle really starts to control her powers. And if we take the opening shot of Asta and go and kind of overlap it with this, you can almost see her also looking up at the moon, and as well as maybe looking up towards Asta. There's several things that you could interpret with this. She could just be looking up to what she truly believes in. She could be looking up at her mother. Regardless, she's just looking up, and she clenches her fist, kind of like she almost wants to take it. Then we get this really cool shot of Kiato and Kohano early on in the arc where they're singing before they go into the undersea temple, and they're just chilling out. So we get these. They're just chilling out. They're singing. Like I said, this opening isn't very much when it comes to symbolism. However, it's really, really cool in the way it portrays its visuals. Now we got Asta, who's looking up at the moon. He's got his grimoire open, and he's just kind of chilling. We got Nero, of course. Nero is being fantastic as always. So We got the rest of the Black Bulls. We've got Fenrir and Vanessa. They actually are super important in this arc because they help Asta defeat Vado. Um, we've got Yami being awesome, just standing there. Of course, we've also got Ghost, Charmy, and Gray. So, Yami being awesome. We got Asta swinging his sword like he always does because it's freaking Asta. I like that kind of transition where he swings his sword and then it goes into like this super 3D mode and you get the title of the song, Guess Who Is Back. Just a really, really cool image. I really, really enjoy it. You kind of have his grimoire off to his right. Um, for once, his right side isn't in shadow. So we get this quick scene of we've got Luck and Magna. They're about to do their combination move that they kind of work together on in this arc. Super cool move that kind of really shows their friendship. And so we got this really cool shot of them doing their move. Kind of nice foreshadowing, I suppose, in a little bit. They're all covered in blood because they've been fighting. They got their butts kicked. Once again, we got Vanessa and Finral, who are actually they're kind of like colors. You know, Finral is always kind of portrayed as green, and Vanessa is always this kind of reddish purple. So I really like that. You know, they're kind of in their colored element. And of course, Finral is using his spatial magic to keep Asta out of danger, and Vanessa just uses her strings to make sure that he also stays safe. We get this nice shot of her, you know, just preparing her spell, and then right behind her is Finral also doing his magic. So just some really nice imagery. Really, really, really nice imagery. Then we get this shot of Noelle, and she is really starting to come up in this. You know how earlier she was kind of looking at what she wants to be? Well, she's taken that strength and she's actually casting like her big spell that she learns in this arc. She starts forth and just summons the water. So, yeah. Yep, we get this shot and yep, she summons her Sea Dragon Lair, and it transitioned into all the Black Bulls up against Vado. So that's really, really cool that they're all about to cast their magic. Even Gray is just kind of scared off in the left-hand corner, so that's really funny. I like that. I like how everyone's in their own kind of personality. So, gonna do that. And I believe this is about the end. Oh yeah, we got Vado doing that. Oh, there was like a quick shot of Asta over Vado, I believe. Yeah, oh, just barely. It's only in one frame. I can see if I could pause it right there. Uh he's gonna do that. Oh, there we. Oh, okay, that's maybe a rock. Just right off to his right. It looks like somebody jumped up and is about to do something. Oh well. So yep, we got Asta always finishing off the song with a nice good old scream. And then we get all the Black Bulls overlaid on top of him, which is really nice. Kind of shows more of that like power of friendship vibe that they're really going for. Then we got this shot of like it's taken out of the manga a little bit, which is really cool. They do like a One Piece thing where the bad guy gets beat into the manga pages. So that's really cool. So yep, there's Asta kind of just standing up to the big bad once more. And we get the 5-leaf clover and then the demon kind of representing the 5-leaf clover. And nice shot of the Black Bulls. So that should be it. There should be no more else. Yeah. So that's going to be it for my Black Clover analysis video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.